Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is June 18, 2024. Here is another daily analysis starting with S&P 500. So S&P just hit new all-time high today. Actually, new closing all-time high, 54.89 right now after hours. Pretty close to 5,500, which is very, very important psychological level. And also it is in my area that I'm just looking for a corrective move from here. So if you just do Fibonacci retracement or extension, which I encourage everyone is doing that one. So right now we are at 127, 138, which happens corrective move when we see divergence. So we see kind of like a divergence in MACD, but it does not confirm with RSI. So this is a weak divergence, I should say, if we see divergence in two indicators at the same time when we are getting into higher high, specifically at 27, 38% extension, we should see some kind of like a reversal is coming. But right now we don't see any kind of like a confirmation that the market is being topped, but I should say everyone needs to be cautious. We are due for a correction, and correction could be very, very healthy for the market. The last touch we can get here to 5,300 area. So that's going to be kind of like a very, very healthy correction if you get there. So we will see how it goes. Also for the weekly basis, if you go to weekly chart as well, so you will see that. So right now we are kind of like in a very, very strong divergence in MACD and RSI. Even weekly is very, very stronger. So when I say this, I should say everyone needs to be careful, just because we are seeing kind of like three indicators in a row that we are seeing a very, very strong reversal in a weekly chart. And whenever we see that, folks, we are just heading into a very severe correction, I should say. Everyone needs to be careful. Specifically, the last time was here, somewhere around COVID crash. So then we have like this kind of like a very, very interesting divergence here in three indicators in a row. And also the second one was in 2022, a big correction, or kind of like a mini bear market. So if you just zoom in here, you will see that we have kind of like a higher high, very exhaustive rally. Well, look at the MACD. MACD for several weeks, it shows a divergence, and also RSI as well. So we are seeing some kind of like a very, very interesting stochastic at the same time. So I should say weekly chart tells us a very interesting correction is coming, and potentially we are just getting back to SMA 200 on a weekly basis, which is a 5194 or 5200. So everyone needs to be careful. And also this is kind of like my target for this year, which is 5545 to 5800. So this is the area, and we are pretty close to this area. So if you see some kind of like a pullback to this area to react to that divergence in weekly chart, you shouldn't just be surprised at all. So that's what I'm kind of like focusing, but everyone just seeing daily chart, and there is no kind of like a specific signal for market reversal. But I should say again, everyone needs to be cautious at this time frame. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like a leading to the upside today, but today Nasdaq, we just got a narrow body bar, kind of like a confirmation that we are pretty overstretched, overtopped, and that correction is kind of like a due. And the corrective move, we can go all the way down 900 to the downside. Still, we are going to be a very, very bullish signal, and that's going to be a SMA 20. This is going to be the previous breakout. So we should see some kind of like a very, if you see sharp decline, we should just take it as a good buying opportunity, at least for a decent bounce. I should say the better kind of like opportunity is going to be somewhere around here. If market gives us right now, we are pretty kind of like far away, kind of like a far away from that area, almost 1600 below. But daily chart is very, very overstretched and overbought. And the same here. So MACD, we see obvious divergence between last two pivots, obviously. But if you go to if you go to RSI, you don't see any divergence here. RSI is in very overbought, which is kind of like a very, very fragile, I should say, for the market. But because whenever we are getting to this percentage, market can move up and down very fast. So these oscillators are telling us that indicators as well. So when we are getting to overbought, oversold, and the momentum is very, very strong. So we should take it as a very, very volatile period is coming down the road. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow. Doji bar here. Dow closed above SMA 20, which is bullish, but this is not a strong move. I should say Dow needs to tackle this area, and this is kind of like a supply area. So we should just go above 39,200. So 39,220. That's the area that I'm just looking for as an important supply area. So this supply tested twice, but didn't go to lower low, which is weak. And market just getting back to the upside. Nice bottoming tail here. You see that buyers are kind of like here around this area. They have a pressure on the upside, but they didn't have a good follow through session. So if you see money is rotating to Dow Jones coming out from Nasdaq or big techies, you shouldn't be surprised at all. Moving on to gold, which was positive today, not a bad price action today. So gold, I believe, forming a bottoming formation. This is kind of like the corrective move that we saw, like a two ABC down. Everyone is saying this is kind of like a head and shoulder, but it didn't just have a follow through. It just a bounce back up nicely. If it goes above this pivotal point around 2400, I should say any pullback could be a fantastic buying opportunity to a new all-time high, which I believe is coming 25, 26, 2700. It's going to be down the road for gold. Specifically, this August could be intermediate top for gold. However, gold is in 10 years a bullish cycle. So we can see 2700, it comes down to 2000, but still we are in bullish cycle period. So any deeper correction could be great buying opportunity, but I should say right now we should just take a mini corrective move as a good buying opportunity. Moving on to silver, which was laggard today. However, silver just forming the bottom here as well. So nice price action, two shadows in a row. We just got into this demand area on a daily basis, which is 27 to 2829 dollars. Sorry, 27 to $29 per ounce. And right now, recapturing SMA 20 established itself nicely above a 29. And right now we are at 29.52. So silver needs to go above this important wide range bar. So the first tackle is going to be here, SMA 20, and also middle of this wide range bar, which is going to be $30.27. If it goes back test going tackle, I believe that if it goes above these two, so this important pivotal point, somewhere around $31 per ounce is going to be a very, very important. Other than that, silver, I believe that this pattern is very bullish, and when it forms the rally, it's going to be very, very spiky. Something like this, no one can catch up with it. So stay tuned for a good move from silver. I believe that silver bottom, and I posted video on weekly analysis as well. Title was a silver bottom. Still, it is forming in bottom information, but I believe that the next move is coming very sharp. Moving on to crude, which had a fantastic breakout today. So crude just follow up this bullish consolidation, very typical breakout nicely. Three white soldier. So three white soldiers up means that we are in a very, very strong momentum, strong move. For sure, we are going to see some kind of like a hiccups around 84. Pull back to this broken zone, which is going to be 81.50, 82, then tackling to 86, 87. If we engulf above this, and 92 crude is coming, which I believe it is coming down the road. And energy stocks are kind of like it needs to catch up with it. We will get back to those ones later in this video as well. Moving on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin coming down today, getting close to our buy zone. So stay tuned. If Bit goes down here, you should just get it as a good buying opportunity. We were waiting for this. Still bigger picture is bullish, but we were waiting for that one. Ethereum actually shows kind of like a signal that we are close to the bottom. Get into this wide range bar, middle of this wide range bar breakout here, rejected nicely, just bounce back up. Uh, it can go lower, still deeper to 31 to 3,300. Then after that, we should see some kind of like exponential rally to the upside, I believe. Bond yield is coming down today. After yesterday's surge, it didn't have follow through. This means bond yield is in weaker side. Right now, everyone is just waiting for this pivot. If this pivot breaks nicely, I should say bond yield can go down very, very sharply to 4.4 to 4.5. So 4.4, 4.5 is going to be a next pivot. Even it can go lower, 4.3, which is going to be middle of this candle here as well. So 4.3, I believe bond yield is coming and it's going to stay here for a long time. But I believe that the higher bond yield is going to be less likely down the road. Treasury is going to be another confirmation. Treasury nicely going up after 2 days, a pullback going higher as well. So Treasury is tackling to this important pivot, which is 95.97. So 95.97 is coming down the road. It just broke nicely above this above this important trend line here. So we should see some kind of like a bullish momentum continuing to the upside. Moving on to VIX. VIX downtick today, 3 higher low in a row. So if it goes below this, even touch below $10, that's going to be very, very interesting. That means the market is in a bubble right now. But right now, I should say VIX still can stay here for a long time. Dixie, after 2 days, actually 3 days ago, going up. Dixie is coming down, following the bond yield. A very wacky day for Dixie. Ended up negative. Lower bond yield can put pressure on Dixie as well. Moving on to Magma indicator. Big techies didn't have a good day. They just go down. Apple, they just went down as well after yesterday's surge. I believe they are topped. They are very close to the top. Some of the patterns actually are not that bullish anymore. Amazon, it's lagging. It's forming small bullish, or sorry, bearish consolidation here. If it goes below this pivot, it's going to test this because this low didn't ended up to higher high. It's just forming a very premature head and shoulder here. It can go down easily if it goes below this. As long as we're above this, we should give benefit Amazon doubt for a rally. But if it goes below 173, then it can go lower. Meta going down today, bullish consolidation, but pattern is not that strong, to be honest, when overall market is not that good. Microsoft, after hitting a new all-time high yesterday, just went down, didn't have followed through. Google, bullish consolidation. Still, there is no clear message from Google. Netflix going up to this important supply area, very strong. There is no sign of reversal. It can easily go above this. I don't know. This is going to be important pivot for Netflix. We will see how it goes. Tesla, after yesterday rally, just going down, still consolidating here, choppy, sloppy consolidation here for Tesla. Moving on to semiconductor index, SMH, which was the booster for today, actually keep market positive. This is the sector that keep market positive, along with financials and also gold miners. We will get to those ones. But semiconductors are strong, specifically NVIDIA. Stocks, the same pattern here, new all-time high today. Taiwan Semiconductor, look at that. What a topping tail here. I believe that they're topped. This one is top. AMD actually going down. Didn't have followed through a bottoming tail yesterday. AMD, potentially, this is kind of like a rollover as like a big H pattern. It can go to lower low. So seems like it didn't have a good momentum. NVIDIA, strong move to the upside, 3.51%, new all-time high. Texas Instruments moving higher as well. After hours, it goes higher, and this is doing well as well. Lam Research, new all-time high, $17.88, pretty good candle for them. Financials, actually, they were kind of like a surprising. Seems like the correction is done. I believe that financials, they're doing very well. They just recapture this. If this head and shoulder fails, I should say that's going to be failure pattern and it can go higher, a lot higher. So financials are going to kind of like take benefit from lower yields as well. KBE 16 cents up, a good pattern. KRE, they need to get above this important white range bar, 48 to 49. So this is very, very important. JP Morgan, pretty nice candle today. 3 white soldiers here. So this is very strong, still needs to go above 200, but overall bullish. Goldman Sachs, pretty bullish here. This is a very nice bull flag. Bank of America, almost at the breakout level. So banks are doing very well. Wells Fargo, break out nicely. So this bullish pattern is formed. 3 white soldiers, breakout, very strong momentum. So this one can go higher. Moving on to gold miners, which I believe they are forming the bottom, and you know that the cycle-wise, we are at the period for the next 6 months that they can have exponential move to the upside. So bear with me. They will do well today. Potentially, that's going to be the confirmation for the bottom. We will see. GDXJ 71 cents up. At AE, not a bad session, 16 cents up, but lagging compared to the other two. Newmont actually doing very well, just going higher. It doesn't have big, I should say, drop. It's just going up nicely, and we should just expect a more higher highs are coming. Franco-Nevada 9 cents up today. A good pattern here. You see that? Dragonfly Doji confirmation to the upside. Gold Barrick 27 cents up. Not a bad session at all. Moving on to XLE, which is Energy Spider, 37 cents up today. Not a bad session, but still it is weak. It doesn't follow crude, so which is kind of like a lagging sector for crude. XOP, 19 cents up. OIH, 95 cents up. Topping tail, all of them. Seems like sellers took control. Later session, Exxon, dollar dollar 2 cents up, and Chevron 14 cents up. Look at the topping tail here. So it seems like sellers took control for the energy stocks here. All right, so I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.